Sometimes when you're waiting to hear God's voice, you're not always going to hear his voice in your head. He will use people, things, situations to speak to you. I've been going through a hard time lately. I talk to him all the time. And one day in particular, I was so frustrated and I was starting to feel weary. He was not saying anything back. I was like, God, can you not hear me? I'm sure if you guys have seen, either know me in real life or have seen some of my videos recently, you know that I've been in my job search for 4 months now, and it's been really, really frustrating. And so in the meantime, I just work delivery apps. So I do DoorDash, Uber Eats, all those things. And so I do that all day, every day. And so I use a lot of gas. So one day I was needing, this is kind of scaring me. I might get my beauty blender. I'm gonna switch brushes. I was pulling up to the gas station to get gas, as one does when they run out of gas, right? So there's this gas station that I like to go to, and there's this pump, this particular pump that I like to use. And when I pulled up, somebody was already at the pump and they were directly in front of me. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll use this one. Well, I waited a couple seconds and they ended up driving off. So I was like, okay, cool, I get to use my pump. So I pulled up out to get my gas. And you know the little insert where you put your credit or debit card at? Ow. Something's in my eye. Hold on. Ow. Oh my God. I got out and was ready to put my debit card into the little insert, but where you put your card at, there was already a card in there. And so I was like, oh, oh dang, like somebody left their debit card. That sucks. So I pull it out and realize it's not a debit card or a credit card. It's like a business card. And I'm thinking, when I read it, I'm about to see someone's like business name or something. And instead, this is what I see. I'm gonna insert the video. I can't make this stuff up. Like, tell me that wasn't God talking to me. Be still and know that I am God. I was like mind blown. I was like, okay, God, I'm gonna stop trying to control everything, because I have realized through this process that I can be a very controlling person. And I say that not like in a toxic way, but I just am kind of a perfectionist. I like to know what's happening. I want to make sure that everything's going right. But I am learning to just release control, especially when it comes to God. Like, he has the very best for me, even if it feels like, oh my God, like nothing's happening, nothing's moving. He's moving things in the background. And I have times in my life, like stories that I can tell you, and I will share, where I've been trying to rush things and I want something to go a certain way and it goes a different way. And then I end up being blessed like 10 times over, basically. I get bigger blessings than I was even wanting or asking for, because I had to wait on God. So I'm telling this story, just if you're waiting on God for something or you're waiting to hear his voice, be patient. Know that he hears you always, and don't stop talking to him. Continue to talk to him because he's listening. But just know sometimes everything doesn't come when we want it, and God has he can see everything. He sees when people are talking about you. He sees how that job's gonna be, and he knows it's not for you. He knows what is for you. So just trust it, trust the process, and know that sometimes God can speak to you in other ways other than just hearing him in your head. He can speak through people, through things. So pay attention to the signs and don't lose hope.